Yeah, I've done like a bunch of like CSS on it. I was starting to like put some color to it and some stuff, and
I was
then
gonna say, did you see the
Yeah.
latest? Have you pulled the latest
no, let
deploys
me
and
do
stuff that I
that.
did?
Let me do
Yeah,
that
in
now.
fact, we'll look at that together. So for folks following along at home, we're not going to cover week 6 from the LinkedIn Learning course yet. That's going to be on CRUD. And I just shared with Greg that I'm going to take some good notes on that and try to, we may do that in 2 sessions because he does they do a pretty good job of digging into CRUD and RESTful resources and RESTful routes and all that good stuff. So I'm going to take a little more time to just take good notes, and so we can do a good presentation on that. But I thought what we would do is do some project management type stuff. So user stories, those kind of things. I think we're at the point with our RecruitTracker app where we're getting close to a minimum, what I call minimum viable product or an MVP. And user stories will be helpful for us to sort of see where we're at now and like what are the final pieces we need to plug in. So in fact, what we'll do is look at where we're at now. So I'm going to share my screen. I did a couple of updates on the app last week. Greg, you can pull those down if you want.
Yeah, I just look at them. I checked out the main branch and did a git pull from there. And that's all I need to do. Yeah, nothing.
Yep. Git branch. So I'm in main. Okay, and then let's go ahead and pull up Sublime, in case we need to look at any code, and then
all right. So I got to run a migration.
Yep.
And this one says file not found.
So did you bundle first? Just
so I got to, yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
I mean, you may or may not need
to.
I can't remember if I added any, if I've updated any gems, but that's always a good thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I just thought about it after, like about the time I was like, hey, I got a thing here, file not. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm getting, it's throwing all kinds of errors to me.
You want to share? That might be interesting troubleshooting. Why don't we share?
Sure. Let me make sure that I'm looking at the right thing here, but let me go ahead and share. Okay. All righty. So.
Yep.
Stuff out of the way here.
So I added, this is a common, and I think I might have gotten this too. I added Bootstrap. One of the branches I pushed, or one of the pull requests I did was adding Bootstrap, and just added some minimal styling to it.
Sure.
And so I suspect this is a Bootstrap issue, although.
So I have.
So you did,
let me make sure. Let me make sure. Yep. So I'm in the RecruitTracker, and then I bundle.
Make sure. Okay, so you're okay there.
Yeah. So I'm okay.
Seems like there may be some file. We need to rename some files or other things. So go back and first thing I like to do with these is just copy the error into and ask Aunt Google if she has any suggestions.
Let me get the Rails started here. Okay. So I got asset not pre-compiled.
So I would grab the sprockets. I would copy from sprockets over to assets pre-compiled, and then copy that, and let's paste that in, and then let's also add Bootstrap in there too.
Okay, so here.
Space and then space Bootstrap. Or yeah, you can put, well, just not add boot. Well, I guess add's fine. Okay, there you go. That's fine. Yeah, let's grab that first link and see what we got. I mean, hopefully it's an easy one. So yeah,
right.
that looks like you. That looks like you. And let's see. Let's go down and see what.
Here's the error message. Yeah.
Okay. So let's give that a try. Yeah, let's change that in development.rb. I don't recall if I had to do that or not, but
so it was here, right? No. The environment.
Yeah.
And then here. And it was if true change to false. So all right. here we go.
And
All
you'll
good.
probably need to stop and restart the server. Anything in the config file like that usually won't take effect. It only takes effect
Without
at
restarting.
startup.
Huh?
Yep.
Yep. Nope.
No. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to that Stack Overflow post.
Trying to change it. Neither of these worked for me, but this did.
Okay.
All right. So check precompiled asset. Huh? Okay, let me just do this. Control C. Let me go over here.
Now, generally what I like to do here is, I mean, sort of make a mental note of it, but let's back out that change you made, right? That way you're not sort of
Here, right?
mixing
So
in things. Yeah.
Controlling one thing at a time, right?
I just do a Control Z. I mean, just the way I like to do it too, just so you know, is even something simple, Control Z, because sometimes you do other things you didn't realize you did, but.
All right. So it does not have a precompiled asset to it.
So you may need to add that line then.
Okay.
And yeah. So I would grab that whole chunk.
So grab that whole sucker. And I guess.
Yeah, anywhere in there is fine. I mean.
Okay.
Save and then.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me shut this
Restart
down
server,
and start this back up. Yep. All righty.
Okay, we got a different.
Couldn't find file bootstrap with type.
Oh yeah, let me okay, let's do this. In fact, so again, make a mental note of that change because we may need to we may want to back that out, but I think we need to, well, you should have gotten that if you pulled my change, but let me app.
So what I did was I went into the main branch and did a get pull.
Yeah, that should be fine. Let's go look at.
You didn't do master, you did on main, right?
Yeah, there is no master. There's only main. Let's look at your application.css file. So that's going to be an app style sheets application.css.
Yeah. Okay. Asset style application CSS.
Yeah, you got required bootstrap there. Okay. All right. Well, let's just come back to this, or if you can spend some time. Couldn't find. Really.
This is kind of the same issue that I'm bumping into with that other one. So
go ahead and copy and paste that. Go ahead and grab that couldn't find line. Yeah, grab that chunk
right?
and Google it real quick and see. And I would leave that up. Yes, what I like to do is actually I would leave that Stack Overflow up because again, if let's say this fixes it, we may want to undo or okay, what is that change we made? So I like to leave those up. That way we can go back to them. Yep, let's look at that.
Let me do this. I got a problem with adding bootstrap. Tried these two solutions, couldn't. Yeah, so here's the other one that we're kind of working at. Rename your application to that, delete that, and add that.
Now in fact, I saw that when I was doing when I was setting Bootstrap up. There's about a gazillion different ways to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to. In fact, they recommend changing application CSS to application SCSS. I didn't do it and it worked, so I just left it that way. But why don't you do it? Yeah, so rename.
So that was just renaming this guy.
Yep.
Here. Okay.
And then stop and start.
I need to delete these.
Well, let's just
we'll do one step at a time.
Yeah,
here,
let's stick with that. Let's just stick with the renaming and see what it.
All right. So now I'm running here. Yep. No, nothing.
Same error. Okay. All right, and
So
go back.
The next thing was to kill these two, right?
Well, I don't know. Is that what it's? Yeah, go back and let's look.
Delete that require self and require true.
Okay. and you'll need to restart the
Okay.
server if you didn't do it. Okay.
All right, nothing.
Try
And
that
then
last one.
add at the last line of the file.
Mhm.
All right, so what I want to do is get these two guys. So it's saying put these in the gem file, huh?
That's what it says. That's what he says. Is that what the one above it said?
Oh, no. Then bundle install, then you must blah, 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 to your SCSS file. So let's see what we get here. May need to do it inside of there. So let me,
Yeah, I kind of feel like it should be inside, but we can try this and see if it,
well, let's,
although I'm not, yeah, I don't know. Try it, see.
okay. Nope.
Okay. All righty. Well, let's do this. I want to get through these user stories because I'd like to, I don't know. Do you have any clue when the next cohort is going to start?
No.
You heard
I don't.
anything? Yeah, I don't.
No.
So, I mean, ideally, I'd like to have the RecruitTracker app in some kind of state where people could use it.
Yeah.
Could use it prior to the next cohort starting. So let's get through. That's something we'll need to work through. If you have time, you can work through it.
Yeah, I'll hack at this.
Anytime. Yeah, and you said it says something similar to you, or maybe what you're seeing in your other app with React. Yeah, anytime you're doing any kind of front end frameworks, this is the kind of little stupid stuff you have to deal with. This one saving grace is generally once you get it set up, it's fine, but it can cause you some heartache in the short run.
Yeah, I think it may be that
I mean, the other thing is we'll need to, and that's the other issue is when you're working with teams, we need to get on the same page as far as like if you have to do a bunch of gyrations. Obviously, our dev environments are different enough. Sometimes just little issues like this can change, so we'll need to come to find a happy medium for both of our dev environments, because what can happen is you can do what you're doing. See, yeah, I mean, if this works, try it, but ideally I'd not like to have a gem. I think the way I set it up, can't remember what gems I don't think I used the bootstrap gem, but anyway, we'll just need to figure it out.
yeah, this will be the last shot at it. Yeah. Okay.
So let's see, let me share my screen and we'll see if mine works. Mine may not work now. May have jinxed it. So let's yeah, I was running some test stuff. Let's do log out. Okay, so what I want us to do, yeah, I just sort of cleaned up the menu at the top.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is just the simple stuff. And this is just, so for folks following along at home, this is just your standard. In fact, let me stop recording and start again just so folks don't have to